me, Colleen, with my best friend in the whole world, Corey DeSanto.
Hello, it is me.
I was talking to Corey about like what I should film, and he's like, we should tell the story of when I came out to you. And I realized I've never told that story online before because it was a really personal experience for him and for me, and I was shocked to know that you were even willing to like talk about it online.
Yeah.
So I was like, if you want to, I will. So we're gonna talk about the time Corey came out to me. Now this is not gonna be a fun, silly, funny video. This is actually like something that was really emotional, and it was like a crazy night, but we have never talked about it since it happened. Like I feel like he came out to me and we just never talked about it again because it was like an emotional, rough night to go through. So yeah, that's what we're going to talk about today, and hopefully it will help some of you out there. If any of you are struggling to come out to your friends or your family, maybe this story will help you out. Corey is a big inspiration to me, and he was really brave to come out when he did in the situation we were in. So he's, I don't know, I feel like his story is really inspiring, so hopefully it'll help some of you. I wonder if we remember it the same.
I know, that's what I wanted to hear what you remember. Yeah, thinking about it right now, like, it's giving me major anxiety.
I know.
Like, my stomach is in knots.
I'm uncomfortable because it was such a, like, it was a horrible night. Like, I mean, it was great, I was proud of you, but my heart broke the night you came out to me. So we went to college together, and we went to a Christian university, and I don't talk about it a lot because I'm not very supportive of their morals and values at the school that we went to, so I don't talk about it often. But we did go to a private Christian university, and that's where we met, and we became best friends pretty much immediately. When I was like 17 years old, we became like really, really close friends. But Corey was not out of the closet, and he didn't come out of the closet the entire time I went to school there. So I actually had already graduated when Corey came out, but you were still going there, I think. He was still finishing up some courses. So I remember, oh God, I'm nervous that like I remember it wrong, or like I'm forgetting parts or something, but you tell me if I get anything wrong. But this is how I remember the night.
Okay.
So you called or texted me and said you needed to talk to me, and we would always go get animal style fries together in the middle of the night. So I was assuming it would just be a night where we go get animal style fries together and like talk about life. He was not out of the closet to me, but there were rumors going around school that he was gay.
First of all, like, why?
Why? Yeah, like, why are you talking about it?
Why is that even an issue? Who cares? It's like, I'm still the same person.
Right, it doesn't matter. And also,
who
like,
I romantically involved with, like.
But also, what makes me more mad is like, yes, who cares? But also, that is not your story to tell someone.
Yeah.
Like, that's what made me the most angry, is when people out other people. Like, I think that is so the most disrespectful thing you can do. Like, that is that person's journey. They get to say when they decide, if they decide they want to tell people, that's their choice. And so it made me mad that someone was coming up to me who was our friend and was saying that about Corey, and I was like, I don't care if he is or isn't, but that's not your place to tell me. So that I had heard that around that week. So he texted me, and I came outside. You parked outside, you didn't want to come inside, and I came outside and we sat in your car, and you said you had something to tell me. I remember you crying. I can't believe we're talking about this out loud. I have not talked about this night since it happened. I remember you were crying, and you said, you're gonna hate me. And I'm gonna cry, even because I remember it was so sad. You said, you're gonna hate me, I'm going to hell, like you said, and you were sobbing. And I said, I will never hate you, no matter what, I'll never hate you. And you were crying, and you said, you told me you were gay. I don't remember exactly how you told me or what you said. I feel like you just said it in like a spurt, like you're just like blurting out things. And you said that you were like, you felt like you were going to hell, and that I would hate you and everyone would hate you. And it was the saddest conversation I've ever had with you, because I could tell it didn't matter what I said to you in that moment. You felt like you were a bad person for like being gay. Like, I knew that it didn't matter how many times I said I love you, I love you for who you are. It doesn't matter to me if you're gay or not gay or anything. I remember feeling like there's nothing I can say to this guy in this moment that will make him feel like it's okay to be gay. Like, I knew you hated yourself in that moment, and it was gut-wrenching, and we just sat in the car and cried. And I told you I loved you and I didn't care, and I feel like you were having drama with the boy you were dating in that time, and you needed someone to talk to, and that's why you came to me. But I don't remember that part. I don't remember what the drama was. I just remember like you coming out to me, and I remember feeling devastated that you felt guilty for being gay, and that's like the only bits I can remember. But is that like, I feel like that's, I mean, we haven't talked about this in probably a decade.
No, that's really accurate. I mean, and I'll just say what I have to say.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we were at a private Christian university, and like being gay was not okay. It was a time when it was not okay. It, you know, was against the contract. It was bad, blah blah. What was happening is I was dating someone at the school. I wasn't ready to come out. No one knew. My parents don't know. My best friends, who was like, one of them was on the varsity football team, very straight. The other one was very straight. No one knew I was gay. And so, and like she said, it was at the end of our college career, and I was literally the theater's like little golden child. Like, I was so loved by the department, by everyone. Like, all the younger classmates looked up to me. I got, you know, whatever part I wanted to show, I auditioned for, and I would get it. Not to toot my own horn, but I was like, you know, like one of the top students in the theater department. And so I was dating this kid, and he thought that he was cool shit because he was dating me, and I was not ready to come out. I was not ready.
Was he out? I can't remember.
He dated other boys. So he decided to brag and tell everyone that we were dating, and I was not ready. So I was mortified. Everyone in that department who loved me and thought I was this wonderful, great actor and gonna do brilliant things, immediately thought I was a horrible piece of sinful trash. Like, friends that I've been friends for the whole 4 years were gone. There's people today that will not talk to me, that called me their brother, just because I was gay. So you can understand that telling my best friend in the whole world that I was gay was one of the hardest things in the world, because I thought it was gonna be the end. Like, I thought Colleen was like everyone else who thought that it was a huge, awful sin, and I never wanted her to look at me the way everyone else started to look at me. I felt so gross. I felt disgusting, and so I knew that it was coming out to everyone, so I thought like, oh, I have to tell Colleen now, because I don't want her to hear it from a loser who's spreading my personal information to everyone, disregarding what I feel in my heart and what I was going through. So I took her aside, I drove up to her house, we sat in my car, and I busted down crying, and I told her, and I was expecting, you know, everyone else's reaction, you know, for her to be confused and hurt and disgusted, and but she wasn't. And you know, she told me she was okay with it, that she loves me no matter what. But you know, people say that and then they don't talk to you. They don't talk to you ever again. And Colleen is one of the few people that like said that and meant it. And I don't know why. I mean, Colleen.
Well, because.
Well, no, I mean like, these kids had the same upbringing. Yeah. We all went to the same school, but yet Colleen is the only one who was like okay with it being gay. I don't understand that. Like, yeah. I don't know why Colleen has that thought process. I don't know why other people have different thought processes, but like, that's how it is.
I love him, he loves me, and I don't care who he's attracted to, and he doesn't care who I'm attracted to, as long as we're with people who treat us nicely and we treat them nicely. That's all we care about. So yeah, but it was so sad to me, and it was one of those moments where I realized, like, what is this school teaching us? Like, that my best friend, who is one of the nicest, sweetest, most loyal, selfless, kind, giving people I've ever met in my life, my best friend in the world, and all these people are telling me that one of the best people I've ever known in my whole life is going to hell. But these scummy people, just because they are attracted to the opposite sex, who are not nice, mean, talk crap behind each other's backs, these people who were not living good lives and who are not nice people, but just because they're straight, they get to go to heaven, and this guy who's an incredible person you're telling me is going to hell. And I was like, there's nothing wrong with this guy. Like, he's a good, loyal, sweet, wonderful, selfless man. He's not a bad person, and you can't control like who you're attracted to. So that was like, knowing Corey like helped me to open up my eyes and my heart to like things that are different than what I was taught my whole life, and I'm like so grateful for that.
I feel like nowadays it's being gay is accepted more, but then like I feel like every time I say we're moving forward, I see these horrible stories of people in areas that are just like beaten and hurt and not accepted. So I mean, I understand that coming out is really rough and hard, but just know that there's people like Colleen who are really cool and amazing and don't like abandon you. Like
Corey said, we're living in an age now where like it's more accepted to be gay. It's still not at where it should be. We're still far away from where it should be for, you know, it to be okay to be LGBTQ. Like, I feel like we're getting there, but there's still a long way to go. I feel like it's important for people to hear stories like yours, because I think oftentimes nowadays we hear coming out stories that are glorified and great, and look at these parents are so happy to accept their son or daughter who came out, which is great. We need to see that too, but I think it's so important for people to hear stories like Corey's, because it's not always easy. Like, it was a miserable experience for him to come out, because he had to do that with me, and he had to do that over and over and over again with the people in his life. He had to come out to people, or people found out, and he had to confront them and talk to them. And the majority of the people in his life weren't like me. They shunned him and abandoned him. And so I think it's important for people to hear his story, so that anyone out there who's struggling with coming out know that like, it might be hard and it might suck, but there are people who will accept you and who will love you. And you know, those are the people you want to keep in your life anyway, because why would you want to be friends or be around someone who wouldn't accept you for who you really are? It might help some of you who have come out, who didn't have a great experience, to know that someone else has been through that, and there is a light at the end of the tunnel, even when there feels like there isn't, because I know that there was a long time for you where it didn't feel like there was light at the end of the tunnel. And but you know, there are people out there who love you and accept you, and now we have things like the internet where you can talk to people like Corey and me online, or other friends online who will accept you and love you for who you are. But yeah, anyway, I hope that this video maybe helped some of you or inspired some of you the way that Corey inspired me. And that was the bravest thing in the world, to come out in a scenario, in a situation where you were told by literally everyone around you that you're a sinner, you're a bad person, you're going to hell, there's something wrong with you, you need to be fixed on the daily. And he still came out. We love you guys, and thanks for listening to Corey's story, and thanks for being willing to talk about it on my channel.
Yeah.
And everyone, please go subscribe to Corey and support him and love on him. His videos are freaking hilarious, and go send some love and positivity over to Corey. And I hope that if you're struggling with anything like this video might have helped you. And we love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye.